You got to say, Chuck Schumer saying this is going to benefit my grandchildren for future generations and not talking about the current generation, what's happening to Americans today. I thought that was incredibly significant, right? This was what he was calling a win for future generations, not necessarily for people now. I also thought that the verbiage surrounding the president's bill is also interesting. You're talking about the Inflation Reduction Act, and they're describing this as combating climate change and not investing in the energy that both producers at OPEC as well as oil and gas companies have said again and again to both you and me is needed for the transition to get to a place where we have cleaner energy of the future. Now, tell me if I'm wrong, Dan, but aren't high energy costs still a major driver of inflation? Am I missing something?
No, you're exactly right. And look, I think some of the measures in this bill are a win for the Democrats. First of all, they needed a win because we are coming into the midterm elections, the Biden administration, President Biden under significant pressure. But one of the major concerns that I have about it is this idea that this legislation is going to reduce the government deficit by introducing a 15% minimum tax on large corporations and a 1% tax on stock buybacks. That's going to raise about $700 billion in government revenue over the next 10 years. But a 15% corporate tax rate, still lower than the OECD average, but higher taxes on corporations as the economy slows down is very concerning, particularly when a lot of these businesses are already struggling with quite serious supply chain issues. And it was the former Speaker, Newt Gingrich, who called this out, saying increasing taxes on our manufacturing industries while trying to compete with China is totally backward thinking. He describes it as suicidal in terms of national security as well. So fascinating take on that bill. We'll continue to bring you reaction to it.